tooth and claw. God's favorite child been bloodied from the brawl. And this bitterness was killing me all day long. I am not waiting anymore. I am not waiting anymore. And I'm blowing through time like nickel slides in a windowless room on a credit card.
Good morning. How's everyone doing? Happy Friday.
I am not waiting anymore.
Hope everyone's having a fantastic Friday morning. We got Enrique, John in Facebook, Kyle, UY Scooty on Periscope. John on Facebook says, always on point with the music selections. This is Field Report, the band Field Report. Fridays, sometimes I try to do more upbeat music, but I've been sad. I've been down and out, pretty defeated all day yesterday, so we're keeping it low key. Jake will wake you up on Wake and Jake. This is like relaxing. What's going on? Let's see, on YouTube, we got the regulars, Scott, Detroit, Norm, Dylan, Jax, Rob, Jill, Abe, Vinny. What's up, everyone? BVD. Josh, don't forget the intro. Welcome to the morning show. It's bite-sized bits of everything that I enjoy. We do a random town of the day, their history, what they're all about, what they got going on over there. Baseball player, random baseball player, their story. Then usually we do books, poems. But today, on Fridays, I've been doing docs. Today's kind of not really even a doc, though, but we'll get there when we get there. So good morning. Thanks for tuning in. Todd Father on Facebook said, new Avett Brothers out today. Listened to, let's see how deep I got, to new Avett Brothers. I listened to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I listened to the whole album. It's only 7 albums. I'll listen to it a bunch. They're going back to their old sound, so I'm pretty excited about that. Sorry, no show yesterday. I wanted to try and pre-record one on Wednesday, but that was a crazy day. I mean, once the first Yankee game started at 4, we were busy until 11 at night. So I don't know where I thought I was going to find time to do it, but I thought I was going to be able to do it. Wasn't. So I apologize. I don't know the best way to let you guys know there's going to be no show, you know? Because this goes out on Facebook, Periscope, podcast app, and YouTube. And I don't know where there's one message board that lets everyone know, hey, no show. I could tweet it, but I feel like not a lot of people would see that listen to this. So anyway, morning. How's everyone doing? Let's go straight into the weather. In 10 Sleep, Wyoming. You guys ever been to Wyoming? We got anyone that lives in Wyoming? Driving through Wyoming is real cool. Makes you feel like you're driving through a Western movie. I have a hat. I wonder if that hat's over here. It says Wyoming on it. And then I wrote the date that I bought it when I was in Wyoming. And I kind of actually whenever I look at that hat, I look at the date and I'm like, oh yeah, that's when I was in Wyoming. But I've been to Wyoming a couple times because I've driven cross country a couple times. 10 Sleep, Wyoming. First off, it's named 10 Sleep, Wyoming because it was a 10-day trip from Laramie to this area. And it was a rest stop. So it took 10 days, after 10 days, you were in this part of Wyoming when you left Fort Laramie. So 10 days, 10 sleeps, 10 nights, 10 sleep Wyoming. That's like the etymology there, which I enjoy. It was also the first site of Spring Creek Raid, one of the feuds of the West Sheep and Cattlemen's War. Sheep and Cattlemen's War. Cattlemen attacked sheep herders and their flock, killing 3 men and shooting hundreds of the sheep. Damn. Blows. Caught and convicted, this was the end of the major conflict. Yeah, that's a good ending. They shot 100 sheep. Damn. Anyway, let's go to the Google Maps. Check out where 10 Sleep, Wyoming is. Wonder if it's like the part that you drive through. Let's see. So there's Wyoming. It's the square one. Completely square like Colorado. No weird shapes to it at all. I think Wyoming and Colorado are the only states that are completely no fuss. Just a box. This is me going over the sides of the boxes. Podcast on the people. Wind River Reservation. Great movie. Love the scene in Wind River. And then, okay, so it's like north central Wyoming is 10 Sleep. I've only been through this part. Highway 80. But you go to Laramie, you go through Cheyenne. That's the only part. So I've never been to northern Wyoming. Wonder what it's like up there. Probably dry and rocky. Why'd they sleep here? Is there like it's like got to be a canyon or a ravine or something, like, you know, if that's like, if this was their destination. Well, yeah, okay. Amongst all the rocks and shit, it's pretty green. 10 Sleep Brewing. Pretty cool name. 10 Sleep's a cool name. Also looks like a tiny-ass town. What's this? What's all this bright green stuff? Is this just a... What is this? Looks like Play-Doh. Is this an algae-filled pond? No. What is this? Someone tell me what this bright green thing is. It's got, looks like man-made lines that go across it. Circles. It's weed. It's a pond. Algae. Why is it so perfectly like dotted? 1, 2. Sewer treatment. Weed. Algae. Those are all our guesses. I don't know what that is. It's by the rodeo. Cow poop pond. I think the dots are bubblers or fountains of sorts, so the algae doesn't grow around it. Scott, that might be the best guess we've had. But how do these perfect... Someone said this is the weirdest show or something like that. Someone said, I've never seen a show like this. Yeah, why would... What is this? I don't know. What is this thing? We should put this on the subreddit. What is this thing? Pond works great, but why does this look like growth? And what are all these white dots surrounding the fountain? All right, we'll move on. I don't know what the hell that thing is, and it's going to bother me. Well, over here we have the Fiscus and Vanoia Ditch. The Fiscus and Vanoia Ditch. So people laying claim to these ditches. 10 Sleep. What up, man? What's going on? You got the No Wood River. You think that the etymology of that is there's just no wood in the river? Seems like any river can be. Well, some rivers. 10 Sleep, Hyattville Road. Lower Norwood Road. The names of these towns. Norwood River. These look like mansions over here in Victoria Ditch. These look like some nice houses. Well, anyway. I got a gas station. We've visited 10 Sleep, Wyoming. Here's I wonder if they have any festivals. Imagine if this drone flies right over that pond. And then we just get to know exactly what it is. There's a playground, football field. Fly over that pond, drone. Do it, you bitch. Fly over that pond. Doesn't look like it's gonna. Probably not interested in it. We're looking at football field, sunset. Look at this guy. The 10 Sleep Saloon and Restaurant. This is from 2007. See here, I graduated high school. It's crazy that it's so long ago. Feels like it's crazy that you look at footage like this and it's looks old. People will be saying that for the next hundreds of years. Just looking at 10-year-old footage and saying, wow, this looks like another time. I don't feel different. Okay, here's the guy we were looking for. Now, is that guy not a 10 Sleep Wyoming guy? Come on. 10 Sleep Canyon Storm, and then we're out. This is a lot. Whoa, holy smokes. Fish hatcheries, I know, don't have algae growth. I like that the chat here is still trying to figure out what that thing is. I did a reverse image search of the weird green thing, and I think it might be some kind of antibacterial mechanism. Antibacterial mechanism. Green. That's what I'll search as we watch the storm come in. Images. Oh my God! What rabbit hole did you just send me down? I'm not gonna go down the rabbit hole with you again. I mean, you guys don't even want to know what I'm looking at. I searched antibacterial mechanism. I don't know what I'm looking at. Some of them looked like maybe it's what we're talking about. I got no idea what's going on. But like, some of them are green pictures, but I Google imaged green. I don't know what that pond is, guys. If anyone that joined 2 seconds ago and they're like, what are they talking about? It's this pond. We don't know what it is. Why is this area dotted off like that? On Google Maps, why is what do these things mean? It's a border of something? Does anyone know that? Anyone familiar with the Google Maps key? Do you think if we go on the road over here? Oh, we can't. We have to go on the road here. It's somewhere back there. County line, city line? Okay. Could be any of that. Anyway.
And that's all I have to say about that.
That's 10 Sleep, Wyoming. Boy, did we do it. Baseball player of the day is Roy White. And the baseball player of the day today on the morning show is brought to you by DraftKings. There are 100 million reasons why you should listen up. DraftKings, the leader in one-day fantasy sports, is celebrating the return of sports by giving away up to $100 million in prizes to all of their customers, including one lucky winner who will take home a $1 million cash prize. To claim your share of up to $100 million in instant giveaways, all you have to do is download the app and sign up using promo code JOHNBOY. Then enter DraftKings free Football Survivor pool. Yes, it really is that easy to claim your share of up to $100 million in instant giveaways and put yourself in the running to win a $1 million cash prize. While the top prize is reserved for one lucky winner, everyone who signs up and enters DraftKings free Football Survivor pool will receive an instant bonus of at least $5 in value upon entering. While you're in the app, don't forget to check out all the great odds, boosts, and promotions DraftKings Sportsbook is offering every day to celebrate this week's basketball and golf action. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code JOHNBOY to claim your share of $100 million in instant giveaways and put yourself in the running of $1 million cash top prize. That's promo code JOHNBOY to get your share of $100 million in prizes only at DraftKings.
You must be 21 or older. New Jersey only. Other terms and conditions and restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Roy White is my dad's favorite Yankee. He was my dad's favorite Yankee growing up. Maybe I'll text him. Maybe I'll text him during this. He's at work, and I'll say, new text. Dad, we'll see if he responds. Give me 3 bullet points on Roy White. He probably, we'll see if he gets that. Roy White basically was like a stud for the Yankees, but he played in the transition years in between a lot of great players. Like he was on the outs for Mantle and Maris. He came in 65. He was 21 years old in 65 when that crew was on their way out. Someone on Periscope said, "This feels extremely personal. Like we shouldn't be watching your YouTube deep dive." It's a good call. That's kind of what it is. It's just like what I would do in the morning when I just like go on Reddit rabbit holes. We have another guest, wastewater treatment. Will the Yankees play today? I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, Roy White, my dad's favorite Yankee growing up. Mickey Mantle said he was a stud, should have got more exposure than he did. Led the league in at-bats one year. Led the league in run, like a light-hitting middle infielder. Then he turned himself into a power bat, which is really funny now because he had like 22 was his most home runs, but that's what the biography says about him. Different times, man. Look at his OPS plus. OPS plus of 121 career. So was pretty good against the average player of his time. 21% better than the average player in his time. I mean, he was an above-average player from 68 to 78, 10 years in a row. 73 cut it close, yeah, sure. What number did he wear? 6? I found an interview with him. And, you know, Mickey Mantle had a quote about him. I want to see if I can find it. Mickey Mantle had a quote about him like, he does it all. Fields, hits for power, hits for average, hits behind the runner, runs, has fun. In 76, they lost the World Series to Cincinnati, but he was in there. In 77, they lost the World Series to the Dodgers. Did they? No, they won. What happened in 77? Why am I blanking? Why didn't he play in 77? Won the World Series in 78, but he said that the Yankees won in 77. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck am I talking about? He said, where's this interview I found about Roy? I thought it was a cool interview. because he said that his favorite year was 76, even though they didn't win the World Series, and they won the World Series the next 2 years. He still chose that as his favorite.
The season that I had the most fun, but we didn't win the World Series, was the 1976 season, and that was our first year, first full season for Billy Martin as a manager, and I finally got to hit like second in the order. Because throughout my career, I was really kind of miscast. I had to hit number 4 for 5 or 6 years for the Yankees.
Why do they have that music playing? I thought that was like another tab on my computer playing music.
And number 4 spot really wasn't a good spot for my abilities. You know, I didn't get a chance to use my speed or do the hit and run and bunt and stuff like that. So in 1976, we got Mickey Rivers. He was hitting leadoff. I was hitting number 2. Thurman was hitting 3. And I got a chance to hit and run with Mickey, steal bases, hit and run with Thurman, lay down bunts, and we went gate to the finish in first place.
I don't know why they put the music behind the interview. That's not coming from the PA at the stadium, because you can hear the PA guy talking. So, like, whoever edited this video for Yes Network was like, "What? You know what people like behind interviews? Rock music. The hell is that about?" Anyway, how funny is it to hear, or interesting is it to hear an old player say, "My favorite season was when I got to bat second in the order and I got to lay down bunts and hit behind the runner." Like that, I don't think you're going to find a lot of players that when you ask them their favorite things to do, it's lay down bunts and hit behind the... Who's this guy?
Ooh, okay. He looks old at this point.
Don't...
It's not your dad's favorite player, is it?
Yeah, it is.
I saw the name. I wouldn't have gotten it.
You wouldn't have gotten it? Loser.
How's my hair looking?
Katie's coming in today. She says she's giving you a haircut.
She better not.
Nah, she didn't bring any of her stuff. But
the dog's been dropped off.
Oh, yeah?
We got double dog action today, everyone.
My dog.
Search your BBD.
My dog and Jake's dog are having a play date all day.
All day.
Jake's
Only one will come out.
Jessica has to deal with that. All right, my dad didn't respond to my Roy White. He's probably working like some sort of jerk. Roy is a total gentleman. He is my Yankees fantasy coach when I go to Tampa and an all-around great guy. That's awesome. Good to hear. What's Joshua in Facebook? Wow. Thomas Maury in Facebook also said, Roy is a true gentleman. So on Periscope and Facebook, we got, on Periscope, Sweeney said he's a total gentleman. On Facebook, Thomas said he's a true gentleman. Hey, anyone on the YouTube chat calling Roy a gentleman over here? You guys don't know him? YouTube, get your shit together. Call him a true gentleman. Met him at Home Depot years ago, and he was incredibly kind. Oh, not Mr. Moon says, well, what a gent. So, wow, Roy, fans everywhere. What's good? Any more good ejection videos coming up? The funny commentary of yours makes it hilarious. Thanks, Josh. I don't know if he I don't know if there's been any ejections. People request them. We literally, Robbie helps me get the breakdowns. The Google form request goes in there. He gets the videos and he sends it to me, and I say, "Oh, what am I breaking down?" It's kind of the system. All right, I'm done with Roy White. I'm moving on. Every Friday I've been doing documentaries. I was trying to find a documentary last night on a topic that I wanted to watch, and then I spent like all night searching, and I didn't find the one I was thinking of. But I wanted. This is weird. Here's something weird. I had a hankering to watch a documentary on the convicts and the first settlers of Australia. When I lived in Australia, we watched this TV movie about this, and I've been searching for it. Speaking of Reddit, I might go to Reddit and be like, hey, what was the show I watched in year 3, primary school with Mr. Gigliotti, where the settlers choose their convict to be the indentured servant for them on their new farm that they just got in Australia. What was the show? Oh, my dad texted me back. He said, calm player during a chaotic, drama-filled team. The Billy Martin era. Oh, yeah. So he was never like, the Bronx Zoo was always there, but he was kind of there. His batting stance as a lefty was unique. Low hands, close to the body. No outstanding skill. Average arm, speed, bat, and glove, but showed up every day to play and made the key plays. So that's my dad's scouting report on Roy White and why he liked him. Thanks, Pops. Back to Australia. The tab. Australia first settlers. If anyone knows a good one, there's a new show. There was a show called Banished, a show called The Secret River. I got to watch those now because I got a hankering for this topic. Very weird brain of mine. I guess we probably have some. I wonder if we have anyone listening that doesn't know how Australia got put together. After the U.S. was like, we're out, peace, and they won the Revolutionary War, then England couldn't send their criminals to the Americas anymore. They would send their criminals. They would be indentured servants, indentured servitude, meaning they would work as like kind of slave, but they would be learning a task, and then at the end of their sentence, they would become free. And they would send all these people to the Americas. Once the Revolutionary War happened and America was like, you're done, then they had nowhere to send convicts anymore. So their jails got super overcrowded. They couldn't fit them anymore. A lot of them weren't even like bad criminals. A lot of them was just poor people because there was overcrowding, that they couldn't find jobs, and then they couldn't pay taxes. So then they were criminals. So they decided to send them to Australia and have the criminals, the convicts, build Australia, basically, like build the roads, build settlements, and all that. Like, the Pilgrims did that. They left England and came to the U.S., did it on their own. They were like, let's just have our convicts do it. And then you had this really weird mix of people in the early days of Australia you were either convict that got freed, Aborigine, which is just the native to the land that they were rude to because, colonization. That's how that goes. Fucked up world. And then they actually had like rich people that would leave and go live and they were actually settlers, like to go live in Australia. The problem was the people that weren't convicts wanted to make sure the classism was like there because you had settlers, convicts that became free people. It's really interesting. And there's a lot of cool stories about it. I did a thesis paper on the Aborigines, but I was trying to find this documentary. I couldn't find it. So, and then I spent so long trying to find the documentary that when I came up empty, it was kind of like, well, shit. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything new.
A tiny settlement
not this one.
clinging to the edge of the great Aboriginal continent we call Australia.
Australia.
Now, most of us think of this
Australia.
as a pretty cruel and hopeless place, a dumping ground for the prisoners from Britain's overcrowded jails, where people were miserable most of the time. But that's not the whole
miserable most of the time. Yeah, so that's like kind of a boring, like, this looks like a PBS one. There's this thing I watched, and I really wanted to find it, and I didn't find it. And then I was like, well, shit, do I have to pivot to something else? And then the other two documentaries I thought of were both surfing documentaries, and we did surfing last week. And that's the conundrum, guys. So I just went with the Australia doc that I'm searching for. Send them my way. We do have some people that listen that are from Australia. So I have this weird, because I lived in Australia for 2 years. I was 8 to 10. And like, I think part of me wants to not forget about that or and make that more ingrained in me. So I have this weird affinity for Australian TV and documentaries and programming and stuff like that. It's really weird. Like, I watched that whole cricket one. We did that documentary about the Australian cricket team. And then the other surfing movie I did was the surfing, what's their name? Well, maybe I'll do that later. Anyway, that's the end of the morning show. I don't even know how to sum up today. Field Report played for a while on the intro. 10 Sleep, Wyoming. We ran into some green ponds, antibacterial, crop growing, algae filled sprinkler pond that no one knows what that is. And then we talked about Roy White. My dad gave his 3-bullet scouting report, which was very impressive. Probably my dad did the best work on this show, so it's a great job by my dad. And then we talked about a documentary that doesn't exist, maybe. It may not exist, but I talked about it because I want to find it, or one that does exist, and that's how you sum up the show. So it's kind of, someone said this feels like your personal like Google time, and I think that's a good summary. I don't know. I don't know what we did. I just hope you guys all have a great weekend. Enjoy the baseball. Enjoy whatever you do. And I'll see you on Monday. And I apologize for no show yesterday. There's going to be... I'll try to pre-record one. Thanks, guys. See ya.
I'm blowing through time like nickel slides in a windowless room on a credit card, flashing like a semaphore or a red drag.